All right, YouTube, you know I'm on the road, which many of you know, heading back to Tennessee. I checked my email a few times while I was out at Shofar Mountain. And of course, I understand that a lot of people are upset because they see the volatility in the market. I want you to understand something. You know, when I was in the military, the one thing that we did was we actually concentrated a lot on knowing the doctrine. Listen to what I'm saying. The doctrine of our enemy. We were very well versed on knowing our enemy's capabilities, what he can do, what he can't do, his strengths and his weaknesses. The same thing. See, you've got to understand what's going on. You can't go to Pookie and Ray Ray and Wee Wee and expect to get sound financial advice for people who don't even think about preserving their dinner table or preserving themselves for the future that is inevitably getting ready to come up on us, which is a financial collapse. Now understand this. Our system collapsed in 2008. It was already over and done. What you're looking at right now is a land of make-believe. I call it a hypothetical situation that seems like a reality, you know, when you pinch yourself. We're bankrupt as a country, we're insolvent. So if the central banks stop printing money, the Federal Reserve stop printing money tomorrow, within, I'll give it 2 months, you're going to find out how much money the United States of America got, which is zero, nada. China's not lending to us. Nobody's lending to us. We are bankrupt as a country. Now, the only reason why you can't see it reflected today is because in 2008, there was a bond market crash. It was a stock market crash. Most people don't understand that kind of talk. Now, let me explain something to you here real quick. What's going to happen is the same thing that has always been going on. This is what's going to happen. What's going to happen is that Ben Shalom Bernanke is going to continue to keep printing money because he promised us QE until infinity. Remember that. Ben Shalom Bernanke is going to continue to keep on printing money. Every time he prints money, you're going to watch the metals go up like they always done and like they have been doing for a long, long time. We already know this. You need stomach for this. Don't lose heart. Patience is a virtue. Then you're going to watch the CME, the CFTC. They're going to come in and do their drive-by shootings with margin calls, probably 4 or 5 of them, because when you got QE until infinity and stuff, you never know when these things are going to happen. What is that for? Well, that's to go ahead and make the market drop back down. Why? Because Goldman Sachs, just who happened to be and JP Morgan, who happened to be the financial institutions for the United States of America, they're not going to let this country go down just yet because they have an agenda on their hands. And their agenda is keep this Ponzi scheme afloat as long as they can. That's the idea. Keep this Ponzi scheme afloat as long as they can so that people will not, they'll see the erosion. The poor people will feel it when we go to the stores because of inflation. We can feel it. But again, notice, there's a reason why the rich people have tangible assets. Gold, silver, and land. Of course, we can throw land out of there. Let's just stick with precious metals. Look at what happened. Look at what happened over the last 10 years. Everybody, we got all kind of people against metals, but yet they have outperformed every stock, every bond. Let's just put it like this: every piece of paper that there has been and that there ever will be. They just literally outperform them, and they continually keep going on the rise, whether they be up or down. So no matter what, if you're in the metals, you're preserving your wealth. You got money. That's what you've got. You are ready to go. You're ready for the future, but these other people are not ready. The people who are only in cash, which is trash, they're not ready. They don't have anything to preserve themselves. Every time they get a paycheck, they're watching their wealth erode right from them because you can't go out and purchase the same goods and services that you could 10 years ago with the value or the way that the dollar was then. So we're in trouble as a country. And that's the reason why I keep saying that unless you change your mind, you have got to have a total reset, a total paradigm shift, and start preparing yourself. I mean, really, truly preparing yourself both naturally and physically. you're going to be in some serious trouble. And you're in a serious hurt, and especially those children. When they come to you, when that belly is hitting that spine, and most of you, all you have is optimistic or answers that try to provide some type of optimism to the children. And the children's bellies are hurting because of you refusing to make any type of moves whatsoever at all, because you didn't prepare yourself. We're in trouble. So the rich people, they stack their money in metals. You can tell that. Look what Warren Buffett did. Look what Warren Buffett did. Look what China's doing. Look what India's doing. Look what all the countries are doing. This collapse is going to affect the Western countries. It's not going to affect the whole world. Only the European nations and those who are dominated by European nations, i.e. America, Germany, Britain, France, Italy, Greece, all that. Everybody else is not in the financial sickness that we're in. If you want to gauge it, we're not in financial health. We're in financial disease. We're sick as a country. You need to understand the way that this deceiving system is. It's not in their best interest to tell you the truth, because they don't want you to fly off into something that's going to preserve your dinner table. So what is my advice? The same thing it was 4 or 5 years ago. You take them Federal Reserve notes that you got left over and stuff, you put them into something tangible, because whether we like it or not, 10 years ago, silver was at $4 an ounce. Now it's at $30 an ounce. The last time I checked, it got up to $31. And of course, I have to check with Jason Board to see what's going on. Somebody's doing probably another drive-by again. Get out of paper. You don't have to worry about all these ups and downs and ups and downs. Within 10 years, the United States of America is going to have a financial collapse. Go and learn what that means, and maybe you'll get some understanding, and then it will chart your course. Just like Pastor Fox says, the first step is always the hardest step to take, but yet it is necessary, and it must be done. All right, I'm getting back to driving here. I'm slowing up traffic and everything. They probably think I'm drinking and driving. Shalom. Y'all have a good day.